the one of the main things that made me hate these guys in a way that I haven't really hated any of the other guys is that they all call their wife their lady, and it really irritates me.
It's a little, yeah, it is a little, yeah, it is. The bourbon culture is adjacent to the, to by your own admission, how you used to dress, Brian.
Fuck you, too. Fuck you both for this. Chris, did you ever drink bourbon?
Well, I was the kind of drinker, I guess you would say, that when I'm out with the fellas out at a function, that I guess I would drink whatever was available to me, to the point where I was very drunk and I didn't know what was going on anymore. So I imagine I drank bourbon sometimes, but never the first thing that I would choose to drink. I would never go out and purchase it myself. What's the famous kind? What's the famous kind?
Oh shit, Blanton's.
No. I mean,
what's Van Winkle?
No, I don't know any of these. See, isn't there any that are really well known, across, across the world? Some dumb Canadian like me would even know.
Jim Beam?
Oh, like Maker's Mark?
Yeah, that's it. Maker's Mark, Jim Beam. So I think probably I had that kind of crap, but I don't know that I ever drank proper good bourbon in my life.
You know how I can tell you haven't? Is that you keep saying this word drink instead of imbibe.
Yeah, a bourbon man imbibes, Chris.
Oh, my apologies.
He partakes.
I'd like to partake or imbibe in some spirits.
Is that a real imbibe? What is that? Is that just means drink or?
Yes. Yeah, but they say it like, I decided tonight that while I was watching TV, I would imbibe in some Blantons or something. And you're like, oh, God.
It's like an old fashioned feel. They have sort of a classic man. That's what they like to self-identify as, a classic man.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think it's the thing about bourbon, the thing that really sort of underscores the whole deal is this, it's like heritage brands, right? It's like the same type of guy that wears selvage denim jeans only, that they knock off in Japan from the. Hey, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
Oh no!
What the fuck is going on?
Oh no!
Everything I've ever said in my life is coming back.
Brian is such a guy.
Well, if there's one thing I've taken from guys, it's that we're all a type of guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes several types of guys. And sometimes there's a guy that you didn't even know you were that you realized that you were.
Sometimes there's a guy that you're fighting not to be, Yeah.
There should be several. I've said this before. This is actually interesting. I think it's more important that I think it's less weird to be several types of guys than it is to be one type of guy. Because I've found over the episodes we've done of this that when these guys make their whole thing, when you make your whole thing bourbon, that's fucking weird, man. That's first of all, it sounds kind of like alcoholism, but
you're gonna be drunk a lot if your whole thing's bourbon.